Channeling acoustics and vibrations, Banshee controls sound waves to give her an edge on enemies. As always before anything, I need to give my disclaimer. Mod builds for frames or weapons seen in these videos won't work for everyone. Experiment with mods to see what works best for you. The information in this video will also be based on the current version of the game as of the making of this video. So if something seems outdated, it's probably because it is. Okay? Let's dive in. As far as stats go, Banshee is one of the more fragile frames. While having a decent amount of health, shields, and energy, she lacks in having a low amount of armor. Banshee's passive renders all equipped weapons, including gun blades and weapons equipped on sentinels, completely silent. Okay, let's get the obvious joke out of the way.
Sonic boom! Sonic boom! Sonic boom!
We good? Okay, moving on. Sonic Boom emits a powerful sound wave in front of Banshee that pushes enemies back, causing damage to them in the process. It should be noted that some enemies will simply be stunned or knocked down, while others, namely heavy units, will have a cooldown before being able to be knocked down again. Sonic Boom's augment, Sonic Fracture, allows Sonic Boom to reduce enemy armor by a certain amount for a short time. For when you want other opportunities to deal big damage to your enemies, Sonar emits a radial sound wave that reveals the location of enemies on the minimap and have a highlighted body part. Attacking this highlighted spot will deal increased damage to affected enemies. Recasting Sonar while it is still active will cause additional spots to be highlighted. This may cause some spots to overlap, potentially able to cause even more damage. Resonance, Sonar's augment, allows for additional pulses of sonar with a fraction of the original pulse's remaining duration if an enemy is killed in a highlight spot. Leave your enemies deaf. Silence emits a sound-dampening aura around Banshee. Enemies that enter the aura will be stunned for 2 seconds. Enemies affected by silence will become deaf to sounds which alert them. Enemies that exit and re-entering the aura can be stunned multiple times. Enemies that are unaware won't become alerted when affected by silence, and will resume their standard behavior after the stun. Generally, enemies under the effect of silence won't respond to sounds such as gunfire, alarms, and death screams, while also becoming unable to detect players and other enemies by means other than sight or touch. It's also worth noting that silence can also disable certain abilities of enemies affected by silence. Savage Silence, the augment, can increase finisher damage while silence is active. Okay, let's get another obvious joke out of the way. Okay, last obvious joke for this one, I swear. Soundquake channels violent sound waves to reverberate the ground around Banshee, and cause enemies to stagger around and take damage. It should be noted that it is possible for stagger enemies within the range to stumble out if they are near the borders of the area of effect. Resonating Quake, Soundquake's augment, replaces the ability's channel feature and changes to a single, larger quake that deals bonus damage at the epicenter, but decreases as the wave expands. Modded Banshee can go a few ways. Flow or Prime Flow can increase the energy pool, Strength mods can increase the damage done by Sonic Boom and Sonic Quake, while also increasing the damage multiplier of Sonar. Duration mods can increase the duration of Sonar, Silence, and Soundquake if using the Resonating Quake augment, and range mods can increase the range of all of Banshee's abilities. My build for Banshee goes as follows. Entry siphon for the aura slot, quick thinking is a failsafe, followed by prime flow, prime vigor, prime continuity, constitution, streamline, and intensify. Here's some ways to use Banshee in combat. Start off with sonar and silence to give yourself an edge on enemies. When needed, sonic boom can be used to knock away enemies from you, and soundquake can be used if too many enemies surround you. And with that, we conclude our look at Banshee. Next up, we'll be looking at Saryn, so if you tend to have anything for that, leave a comment down below and I might feature it in the next one. Just remember, while Banshee may seem delicate, she makes up for it in her ability to control sound. Until then, stay true, Tenno.